Hello, welcome back to a little devlog. Just talking about YULE. For those who are confused or know nothing about the event or our plans, questions. And I will be showing a bit of Amphi, talking a bit of Amphi, talking a bit of Dynamo as well. Dynamo Titan, Amphiceratops. Our big boy rivalry of the fictional evolutionary dinosaurs. So firstly, the update is scheduled for the 21st of December. So 11 days from now. As you've hopefully seen through Sandbox, through the development channel on the Discord, you have been able to see that we've gotten pretty good progress on everything, all things considered, including Amphi, Dynamo, also shown a bit of the event stuff, some event skins as well, but there's more to come, of course. So first, I want to talk about, we may not be able to get everything out. So as I talked about the other day in the upcoming update channel, some of the developers have been a bit sick recently, so I do not think we're going to be able to get the new fish in on time. That will have to come sometime in 2024. But we will definitely get Amphi, Dynamo out, as well as the event. So we've got Amphi and Dynamo along with their abilities, and we've got the event, and that's what we're looking forward to releasing on the 21st of December. And the reason for it being December, the 21st, is because that's when Yule starts. And some of you may be like, yo, what the hell is Yule? Isn't that just Christmas? No, it's not. Yule is the pagan original celebration of Christmas here in Scandinavia, where I'm from, where Brit was from as well. So the two lead developers were from Scandinavia, and we celebrate Yule. Yule was the name of the pagan celebration before Christmas, but ever since we became Christian here in Scandinavia, it's also ever since then being called Yule. Even though it's Christmas, we just still call it Yule. We have Christmas traditions. We still retain some of our Yule traditions as well, as you will see in the event when we use the Yule goats in one of the minigames, and as our currency, our event currency, will be the Yule goats. And the Yule goat is kind of like the Santa Claus of the early Middle Ages, before Santa Claus became a thing. To those who don't know, Santa Claus became a thing, I think it was in the 17th century, from Turkey. Yes, Turkey of all places. I think it was Istanbul, actually. He was a wealthy man that gave a presents or something through the chimney. Saint Nicholas. I think it was Istanbul. Correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, Santa Claus was not a thing for a long time. So before that, it was just, I guess, random stuff depending on the culture. And in Scandinavia, it was the Yule goat. Strangely enough, before Santa Claus, that was the person that came and gave gifts to kids. Constantinople, Istanbul, all the same thing. But yeah, you get the point. So the Yule goat is basically old Santa Claus. And that's its relevance to Yule. Even though the Yule goat became a thing after the paganism had left its prime. And Yule, it's about summer solstice, celebrating the return of the light. As you know, the 21st of September is the darkest day of the year. Is when the light starts coming back. I actually don't know if summer solstice is the thing anywhere else. I mean, it's probably in the southern hemisphere as well. But like around the equator, I don't think you'll notice. But here in the north, where it gets very dark in the winter, very bright in the summers, it's definitely noticeable. So that's the significance of Yule. It's basically our old Christmas, celebrating the return of the light. That the summer is now upon us. We're closer to summer, the new summer, than the previous summer. So yeah, that's Yule. And yeah, it's pagan. Some people may be like, "Oh, you're celebrating paganism." Yeah, I mean, why not? It's our culture. We should celebrate our culture sometimes. We don't want to do a generic Christmas event, so we're doing a Yule event. Even though it's basically the same, just with a different theme. I think Yule is pretty cool compared to Christmas. Pagan stuff is cool. Like, doesn't everyone also love Krampus? Krampus is from Eastern Europe and Austria and stuff. He's not exactly Santa Claus, but he's more like a warning to kids that they should be good. Crazy Dinocaurus. They should be good. And if they don't do good things, then Krampus will come after them. There's a lot of cool characters. And some Christians, maybe Americans, will be like, oh my god, they're demonic. Extinction has turned demonic. But do not worry, do not fret. They're not demonic creatures. They're just Christmas. They're just Yule. Cool pagan stuff. So that's the significance of Yule. Went a bit crazy there explaining why we chose it. We celebrate Yule obviously still to this day. The Danish Christmas starts on the 21st. The Swedish Christmas starts on the 21st, etc. We celebrate Christmas on the 24th. The 25th, it's kind of, I don't know why you would do the 25th Christmas. We do Christmas Eve, that's where we get the presents, etc. So we choose Yule. The explanation is a bit strange. It's just our culture. I wanted to bring our culture into a Extinction event. Anyhow, so in the Yule event, there will be 3 minigames. Will be the capture the goat, which is a capture the flag type ordeal. Will be log jumping, which is like you have to cross the river type ordeal by jumping on logs and ice blocks. That will be a PvE minigame. The capture the goat will of course be PvP. There will also be a racing minigame where you'll be playing as Gallimimus racing through the new redwood forest that you may have seen t-shirts of. Racing against other players, collecting stuff. Basically a bit like Mario Kart, just Extinction edition. It's gonna be pretty cool, I think. So we've got 2 PvP events and we've got 1 PvE event. So if you don't want to deal with other players, just do the log jumping event. And this time around, I can assure you, I do not control anything about the event other than the economy. I only control the economy. So this time, it's not about pleasing myself by adding an obby from years ago that I used to enjoy. This time it's about pleasing the players. So I'm letting the QA testers completely control what we add, as long as it's of course realistic being added to the game. Like, we cannot just say, yeah, let's spend 10 days on crazy AI. But they're controlling what we're adding to the game within reason, of course. Oh no, to the game, but to the events is what I'm trying to say. So I'm not deciding anything. I'm just being like, yo, if you want that, let's add it. Because this time I want it to be a more fun event with some fun mini games. And if it's me deciding everything, then it'll be my type of fun. And we have seen time and time again that my type of fun is a bit strange compared to everyone else's type of fun. Because I found the prismatic event fun and I found the Halloween event fun, but apparently a lot of people didn't find them fun. So this time I'm letting the other people decide what's fun instead of myself. And each minigame you will be able to of course win, and you will get Yule goats, the currency. So a bit like Amber, fossils will be an event currency, being the Yule goats. And the better you perform in the minigames, the more Yule goats you will get. And you may ask, what will you spend all your Yule goats on? You will spend them on rewards, Yule rewards, like Yule skins, etc. It should be, however, said that the rewards, some of them are automatically unlocked from just playing the minigames. If you play the Capture the Goat minigame and win, then you get the Yule Deinonychus skin. Yep, Deinonychus skin, that's pretty crazy. And you will get the Yule Protoceratops skin. If you play and win the Gallimimus racing game, then you will get the YULE Gallimimus. If you play and win the log jumping event, then you will get the YULE Gianchangosaurus. Isn't that amazing? So you will get 4 skins automatically from just playing the game. Playing the events, and it's easy. It's easy. Mango, I've put you as a moderator because it seems you're in the live stream, and I need some stream moderators. Like, this is crazy. So Mango is now a moderator. So you get Yule goats. You can then spend these Yule goats on additional rewards. And this is where it gets a bit controversial. We're trying something new because, as you know, it's expensive making Prime Extinction. So we need to add some monetization to the event, just like we did with the Halloween event. In the Halloween event, we obviously added the skip stage feature, which arguably actually made the update a lot more financially viable, which was a good thing, even though some people were crying, blah, 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 blah. So unfair. I mean, maybe it was unfair, but we gotta make some returns. We're still a business. We gotta pay some wages. Because again, it costs a lot of money to make Prime Extinction. Wow, this Gallimimus is KOSing this little juvie Diplo. So evil. So evil. So this time around, we're making it so you can you have 2 options. I've changed my mind a little bit in regards to what we proposed in the Discord. So what I proposed in the Discord was basically crates with chances for everything. And some people complained that they don't want to gamble because it is essentially gambling. I'm not gonna try and hide away from that because it essentially is. I want to see what it is because we've never tried it. I don't know how it's gonna go before we try it. I think it can be done appropriately. But at the same time, we're also adding an insta-buy thing. So you don't have to gamble. If you just have a set amount of Yule goats, you can get the skins. Let me put up the stuff on the screen quickly so you can see what I'm talking about. Let me find the Yule currency. There we go. You can see everything right here. You can see three crates. There's the Dvaga crate, the Jotun, and the Ezia. This is the most expensive one. It'll have a mythic one. So you can see this is the gambling part. Then there will be pity unlocks. So after a certain amount of crates opened, you will automatically unlock the thing, no matter if you have terrible luck or not. So this is one option. The crates, the gambling part. You can then instead choose to just buy it outright. Don't engage in any gambling, just grind up immense amounts of Yule goats. And then you can insta-buy them, as you can see right here. Then you don't have to engage in everything, but I will say I will make it so the gambling thing is easier because I want to try it out. That's what we're trying out. So if you don't like gambling, just buy it outright, as you can see right here. These 3 options. I think it's going crazy here. Good. I'm just checking for my Amphi's well-being. Okay. So you can see here. You can also see I did some math in regards to your rewards. If you open 1,000 Asia crates, you get like the equivalent of almost 6 million amber. Nobody will open 1,000 of them though. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think that many will do that. The Jotun, you can see you get the equivalent of like 2 million amber, I think. Yule goats will be... I don't know if they will be hard to obtain though. I mean, right now I have it set at 6,000 Yule goats per hour base. That's for just completing the events. Then there is the additional ones, like for example, in the log jumping event, you can... what's it called? There will sometimes be Yule goats spawning on the logs and ice blocks that you can collect as additional reward. So it'll be more than 6,000 Yule goats per hour. I mean, we'll see when it's out, because this is just me making up a bunch of numbers. I can actually promise that it's gonna be 6,000 an hour. Depends. But so that's the monetization thing, because you will be able to buy these crates, essentially, or buy the Yule goats. So either you gamble and be lucky and get the big reward, or you grind the entire Yule, the entire Christmas vacation, and you insta buy it. And some people may be like, oh, you have to grind so much. Yes. We realized this in the Halloween event, that the Sharon Spinosaurus and the Zombie Acro were way too common. When you compare them to prismatic skins like Neptune Torvo, Tiger's Eye Stegosaurus, and Thunderheart Apedo, Sharon Spino is not very rare. So for the Yule event, we want to make something that can rival the prismatic events in rarity. And that's why these things will be so rare. Most players will not get this, like, at all, even get close. So you may be like, damn, that's crazy. But if you want to get everything, you're not getting everything. You will have to be proper crazy if you're getting everything here. Proper crazy, insane. Go to the insane asylum. But knowing Extinction players, they're likely to do this, because Extinction players are often pretty insane. Sorry. You know it as well as I do. You're pretty crazy, some of you. You're pretty crazy, grinding immense hours and stuff. Take it as a compliment, I guess. Take it as a compliment. You're kind of insane, but not in a bad way, or maybe, I cannot say. Take it with a grain of salt. Oppa. No one has died here. Damn. So yes, that's how you will spend your Yule goats. And you may be like, how do I get to the minigames? There will be Yggdrasil trees, the big trees. The big world tree, as it's also called. There will be small saplings of it around the map that you can enter a minigame. And at each tree you can then get the crates or insta-buy the Yule skins. You will not be able to see the Yule skin before you have unlocked it, so you will not know what it is unless if someone else obviously told you what it is, because I want to keep the Yule skins a secret. Damn, this galley crazy. 1700 damage! Amphi crazy. Did you just see that? 1700 damage. And as I said, I really hope that we can make this event more fun. Because again, last few events were fun for me, but apparently not for most people. So I want to make sure that this event is more fun for the average Joe. Even if they cannot get the super rare skins, I think the mini games will still be fun. Like racing around, capture the goat, and the log jumping events. I think they will be fun. Even if you don't get any rewards, I think they're gonna be fun. Alright, so that's the event itself. As for Dynamo and Amphiceratops, I'm playing as Amphi right now. Wow. Surprise. You can see it just received its default skin made by... the concept was made by Brippo. And the skin was painted onto the model, the 3D model, by Abel. The female is not done yet, so you will only be able to see the male for now. So the whole point of Amphi is being our Dynamo rival. And the whole point of Dynamo is being our Amphi rival. So they're not just existing to rival each other. They do fill in different niches. You can see Amphi is not that big, but it's pretty tanky nonetheless. It's more like a hippo playstyle. It sinks in the water normally. We haven't actually scripted the swimming remake yet, so yeah, we're a bit behind with that. But as you can see right now, it doesn't float up to the surface. At least I can just stay down here. I'm not touching anything right now. I'm just standing completely still in the water. But Amphi will mostly just be at the bottom. It'll have great oxygen, and then when it needs oxygen, it'll be able to power through, sprint up to the surface But then it'll start sinking again. Because it's a hippo, and hippos cannot actually, like, properly swim. But you can just see, it's very serene down here, just amphies swimming around. Just having a good time. Look, you can just see the sucos up there. Remember, Dynamo cannot dive, so you're pretty much just safe below the water. The only thing that's gonna maybe attack you down here is Spinosaurus. But I'm pretty confident we can avoid them. Oh my god, it's Levi 2811. That's crazy. So I'm pretty confident we can just survive down here without anything going on. And Amphi will also have a very nasty bone break. I just posted a picture in the Discord, and you can also see the picture and thumbnail of this video, this live stream, however way you're watching it, of the Amphi basically biting the leg of the Dynamo off, which is something it probably could do in real life if it actually existed. Obviously, that's not gonna be the thing in game, but it'll be able to definitely break the leg, and that means slow Dynamo. Damn, crazy Sharon Spino. That's crazy. But look at this. Amphi super fast. Cannot catch me. I'm not gonna be PvPing because yeah, that's way too goofy, and we haven't actually balanced Amphi either yet, so it actually just uses what's it called? Pachyrhino stats right now. And a lot of people like to go in the sandbox and be like, damn, it lost to Dynamo, but like it's in the middle of a desert in the sandbox, there's no water. Amphi is much stronger when near water. So I wouldn't count on sandbox. No, I do not want 50 quid because YouTube takes it all, and I don't want it because that's just more stuff I have to write in for taxes. I don't want to do that. Please keep the 50 pounds or euros or whatever it was to yourself. But yeah, this is basically the spiritual successor of Koreaceratops from Retro, as some people probably remember that guy. Koreaceratops. The skin kind of reminds me of it as well. I think Amphi will be fun. I think it'll be fun. But as everything at this point in time in the game, I think the new map will make it even more fun. I think it looks great, Levi. I think it looks great. Just need that those sounds now. I haven't added any footstep sounds to it yet. So it's just walking in complete silence. It's a very cool model, Amphi. Look at all that blubber, but let me tell you, it's pure muscle underneath that coat of skin. Like, look at this chunker. And look at the run. You can see that there's some weight behind this, some power. But it's not a hippo on land, because hippos, as we know, they can reach like 40 kilometers an hour on land or something crazy. We cannot do that here because that would be way too unbalanced. Imagine Amphis just running down upon Dynamo Titan. We cannot have that. Alright. Let's switch to Dynamo Titan. Oh, and there he goes. We got the beautiful Bistahivassar. Let's turn off the chat right here. Switching to Dynamo, and then I'll talk a bit about Dynamo and the plans. Change the time. See Dynamo. Dynamo Titan. A very cool name. It's not that much of a Titan anymore, but it's still pretty Titan-like, I'd say. What are we even... Oh yeah, we're listening to a Red Dead Redemption official soundtrack. Amazing music, amazing music. Time to talk about Dynamo. You can see that we actually fixed Dynamo's model a bit here. You can see that the jaw actually closes now. Aiden, if you want to be Dynamo, please be the female. The pack invite is full. Yeah, as I said, we cannot pack together because we're two males, so you have to be female, Aiden. So you can see we did some model edits because before the mouth actually couldn't close. Now it obviously can. We also changed the facial structure a bit so it looks more like the original Dynamo Titan, as you can see. I don't know if you can see it, but I can definitely see it. And overall, it's just really nice. I really like this guy. Tall Spinosaurus, basically spiritual successor of JP3. It'll of course get a garden skin, of course, but all that's to come later. It will not come at first because we're focusing on the YULE skins at first. Okay, let's go somewhere. Oh, that was a bit too soon in. There we go. Let's go to Fern East, of course. Dynamo Titan cannot go to Fern East when it's released. This is just because it's developer playable currently. It cannot actually just wander into these biomes. It'll essentially be locked to the same ones as a Spino. And it's sunny right here. Let's see how much can we handle. We can handle up to 37 degrees. It's a bit too crazy right here right now. But look at this big boy. 8.4 tons. Oh, there's Aiden. He's using female Dynamo. So cool. Turn off the UI right here. Look at this. So for those who are wondering about Dynamo Titan's PvP abilities, Dynamo Titan is, believe it or not, a crusher. It deals crushing damage. Like, look at this. I'm gonna break this guy's head right now. I just broke his head. Did you see that? Dynamo Titan deals crushing damage. And it has a bleed pierce attack right here with the claws. The massive claws. It's essentially T-Rex, Spinosaurus, Therizinosaurus combined. It can swim well. It has a big ass sail, looks hella cool. It has mega claws and it has crushing attacks. Dynamo Titan is a proper powerhouse. If you want to fight a Dynamo Titan, I suggest you bring Torvosaurus, Spinosaurus, or any other similar sized carnivore. Otherwise, it's not gonna go well. You can, however, exploit the fact that Dynamo Titan is very slow. Like, look at this. Oh! PvP time! I have no UI. No check. Bro, they're all trying to attack. That's crazy. They're trying to gang up. Aiden, don't run away. So yeah, Dynamo Titan, you'll definitely need some proper power if you want to kill one of these guys. Or just use its natural rival, Amphiceratops. Let's get this Exterminator. He's done. He's done now. Let's get him. Let's get him. He's done. And we got some food. Oh shit, the Diplo! Aiden, watch out for the Diplo. I think he's trying to kill us. That Diplo is definitely sus. Remember, we can bleed him out. This is just turning into PvP fighting. Holy guacamole. We're being ganged on from all sides. Let's change our FOV settings a bit. It's the Diplo. The Diplo's on our side. The Diplo's on our side. That's crazy. The Tombstone Diplo's on our side. That's crazy. Bro, that was a stupid trade-off. I just did a Basilian bleed to you. 7 damage. That's crazy. But as you can see just here, like, unless if you're a coordinated attack. I mean, these are just goofy clowns trying to kill me right now. It needs to be a coordinated attack if you want to take me out. Look at this Torvo. Look at this guy. He's not even sprinting. What is he doing? 1,000 damage. Oh god, I need to get in the water. It's cooled out. There are Torvos everywhere. This is not going very well. This is not going very well. Yeah. 7 damage. Too crazy. Time to nerf. Time to nerf. But again, Dynamo is not meant to be in Ferneast, so it's not going to cause any issues here. It's going to be in the floodplains where there's Spino. Elder Spino beats Dynamo. Dynamo is slightly stronger than Adult Spino. Amphi is there too. Dinochirus is there too. Diplo is there too. Dynamo Titan is still going to have a pretty hard time in the floodplains and swamps. This place is just pure chaos. There's too many Torvos around. I don't trust them. Time to go to the coast. Time to go to the coast. Look at this. I'm pretty fast. I'm pretty fast. I mean, 21 kilometers an hour for Dynamo. But as to talk about something else for Dynamo, Dynamo is not going to have any special crazy abilities like Amphi has. Amphi is the specialized playable, whereas Dynamo is a bit like big and strong and fat. As for Dynamo's matchups against herbivores, Dynamo loses to adult Dinochirus. So Dynamo, do not try and fight Dinochirus, that would be silly. Unless if you're in duos. If you're 2v1 against the Dinochirus, you can probably do it if you've got the coordination. If you're very skill issue and very laggy, I cannot recommend it. Dynamo Titan will probably not have the best of time against Diplo either, considering only the second attack deals bleed. While the first attack obviously deals crushing damage, which is not exactly Diplo's weakness. Time to go for a little swim. Now you can see that Dynamo Titan cannot dive, as I mentioned earlier. It's a bit like Zuko in this sense, where it's just swimming on the surface, like you can see it, just very nice and casual, just swimming along. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Just like Dory in Finding Nemo. Just keep swimming. That's what we do. At the time that we will release Deinosuchus, Dynamo Titan will have a pretty hard time as well. But I don't think that we're actually making Deinosuchus and Dynamo live together. I think that would be a bit too cramped, a bit too crazy. Let's get this guy. Let's get. Show the resting animation. Let's see. Ah, he's just resting here, chilling out. The lag from going underwater is because of the ambience change, so it changes sound. It's very strange. It only happens after playing for a long time. If you just joined the server, it's not gonna happen. If you have played in the server for half an hour, it's probably gonna start lagging a bit when you, for example, go from biome to biome and stuff like that. Oh, a Mothman Janchango. Oh, Hellfire Cerato. That's crazy. Don't see many Halloween skins from the Easy Hobby. But yeah, that's basically the playables for the YULE event. Dynamo Titan and Amphi. So I'll just get started on questions now. Going more in depth about things, I guess, in regards to the questions. Someone saying, what do I think about PE kids thinking they know everything about paleontology? It's a bit silly. I think I watch every Extinction video. Basically, I always search Extinction on YouTube, right? Just to see what people are talking about. And there's this guy that makes these like Extinction dinosaur versus realistic real dinosaur. And he just pulls up the most random ass quote unquote realistic pictures to compare the Extinction dinosaurs to. Oh, I found a pretty image on Google Image. Let me just choose this as a realistic interpretation. And it's just so silly. It's always like random people who know nothing about paleontology that are like, yo, this is not realistic. Spinosaurus was 20 tons. Spinosaurus could walk on all fours. Like, bruh, what do you know about realism? Not that I know anything about realism, but certain people do. I'm not claiming to be a saint. You don't hire a saint to catch a sinner. Where have you heard that before? I'll tell you. Not. Thoughts on Tenonto being super inaccurate? I don't know. I haven't seen any proof of that. Yeah, pterosaurs will be able to glide as well when going downwards. Of course, I watched the Gaming Beaver's new video. I really liked it. Got a bit of feedback in the end as well that we're going to be improving upon. I hope we'll get the swimming rescript for YULE. It's just a bit hard because Marcel, or Darko, as he's known to everyone else, is going on vacation for 2 weeks. So yeah, there will not really be any updates other than maybe some skins over the YULE, over the Christmas weeks. And Adrian will be gone for a week as well. Like, everyone is going away for Christmas celebrations, which is understandable. So you cannot expect too much content other than maybe some skins. I will still be here, of course. Brippo will still be here, mostly. Some of the skin creators probably as well. I mean, I cannot just take 2 weeks off and say, yeah, I will not work. But we hope to have everything ready. Otherwise, we'll see what happens. Cannot promise anything in regards to that, other than Dynamo and Amphi, easy to add. Even if we have to make compromises, of course. Hell Creek update also consists of 2 parts. I don't think the Hell Creek update will need 2 parts, considering it's not that script heavy. It's mostly just playable heavy. The Hell Creek update is planned to have a major diet overhaul and some other quality of life assets changed. Then we've got Rex and Kylo, Edmonto, Trike, Orel, Pelta, Skeletosaurus, stuff like that. So it's mostly just some neat dinosaurs that we're adding in the Hell Creek update. Yeah, so Dynamo able to drain stamina. We have discussed that before, but we haven't come to a complete agreement yet. But we'll get to that soon once more of Dynamo is finished. It's pretty close to being finished, but there's a bit missing still. Deinonychus is not getting its TLC with the YULE event, of course. We would have told you if it was. It wouldn't really make sense to add it in the YULE event, considering we need a bunch of movement stuff for it to be proper in Rise and Fall 2.0. I think Amphi is gonna be more fun. I like being herbivores more than carnivores, because as herbivores you have the fear constantly of being hunted. There's another dynamo over there. Who's that? Let's check it out. It's probably Abel. Oh, it's Levi. That would have been Abel. It's Levi just sitting over there goofing around. But yeah, I think Amphi is gonna be more fun than Dynamo. I just like being herbivores. Price nerf. No, Dynamo's not gonna get a price nerf. Will Amber skins come back? Maybe, I cannot promise anything, but at this point in time, Amber skins are not coming back. It just doesn't make any sense to add back Amber skins, considering we spend about 300 US dollars on each skin on average. And when you spend $300 on something, you kind of want somewhat of a return, and there's no return with Amber skins at all. So working on Amber skins is kind of like throwing money into a black hole. It just disappears and you never see it again. So yeah, we're not doing Amber skins. Sadly, I'm sorry, but it's just the way it is. Like, we cannot just throw away money at things. Someone is starving. Let me spawn a big corpse then. Mega packing! It's because we're 3. The corpses are probably gonna make it lag big time. No, we're mega packing. Levi! Levi, you crazy fool! Making us mega pack. Thank you, Levi. Thank you, Asante Sana. You can rest right here. Let's see, questions. Will Dynamo get its damage nerfed? No, I think we've actually balanced Dynamo pretty well already right now, so I think we're good in that regard. Fictional Ion Kylosaur, that's not gonna happen. Yet, at least. We're planning on the next batch of fictionals will obviously be the fictional pterosaur, and then we want to make 2 fictional dinosaurs in the Jurassic. And I'm not sure if we want to make a fictional nodosaur. We're leaning more towards like a fictional plateosaur and a fictional ceratosaur. That would be fun. I don't think Dynamo's gonna break the game's balance. If there's too many of them, we just make them harder to grow. It's that simple. If there's too many of a dinosaur, you either reset ownership and make it more expensive. We cannot do that considering it's a Game Pass. So we have one option to make the population less, make it harder to grow. Dynamo will not be able to Elder. Elder Dynamo would be out of control. Would be too crazy. I don't think allowing Dynamo Titan biomes outside of Spino's jurisdiction is a good idea. So no, Dynamo Titan will be in the same biomes as Spino. Of course, only on the current map they will live completely different lives on the new map. Pterosaur get a rival. It'll probably be a loner. I don't think adding a rival Pterosaur would make any sense. Kill the green Iggy. Why? How will all 3 sauropods in the Jurassic fare against Sarphaganax? Not too well. Goofy ass conk. Brother Gigantor to die. That's crazy. So Sarphaganax will be very much trouble for Diplodocus. The thing is though, Diplodocus is faster than Sarphaganax. Sarphaganax against the Pato. If it's a big Sarphaganax pack, say goodbye to your Pato. If you're in a Pato herd, say goodbye to the Sarphaganax. A Pato is still basically unkillable unless if you're really skill issue. If you're in a herd. If you're in a herd, sauropods are super strong. But if you're alone, you're gonna have a rough time as a Pato against a pack of Saurophaganax. Although it should be noted the pack limit for Saurophaganax is actually only 2. But it is able to pack higher than 2 when near sauropods. So Saurophaganax is not going to be insane pack sizes raiding Stegos or Torvos or anything like that. But when there's a sauropod, Saurophaganax can pack very high. Brachiosaurus, of course, is going to be immensely strong. You will need 4 Saurophaganax to take down a Brachiosaurus. Of equivalent age as well. That means an elder Brachie will require 4 elder Saurophaganax. Adult Brachie require 4 adult Saurophaganax. And considering Saurophaganax is an apex, how often are you actually gonna find 4 elders to take down an elder Brachie? Like, I don't know about y'all, but I don't think there's gonna be that many of them. Remember, Saurophaganax is very expensive. Alright. Tyrannosaurus get a special ability? Probably. Other semi-aquatics fare against Deinosuchus not very well. Deinosuchus is the apex of the swamp, the floodplains, whatever. Oof, yeah, Spino. Should I just lightning strike this Spino? That would be fun. Let's see who it is first. Oh, it's Tima. Let's lightning strike him. Let's do it. Did I get him? I got him! Yeah. See you later, Tima. See you later. Oh my god, the lag is crazy right here. Would it be possible to bring back old Dynamo model into Sandbox? It could be done. It'll just be kind of annoying having to configure it all. This Tova wants to smoke as well. Now we got food. Nice. We got a burnt steak, Spino steak. That's crazy. Will you lose skins that you bought on Tovo? Yep. Everything gets reset. Oh, this little Spino bugger. It is time to switch, anyhow. Something else. Theory version 1. Theory version 1 is already a thing. We didn't have a model before this. I think it's always funny, Mango, like when they say abuse power. Abusing power is power you're not supposed to have. You're not supposed to use, right? For such. But who decides what you're supposed to use it for? Like, for example, if it's a police officer, it's obviously abuse if they do whatever. Because they're not supposed to do whatever. But like, smiting people with lightning in my own game? How is that abusing when I'm the one that makes the rules? That sounds kind of strange. Yes, that sounds kind of selfish and obnoxious and arrogant. I know, but it's just like a fair question. I think it's a bit interesting. Here we go, Saurophaganax. Ooh, he's so cool. Oh god. Come on, Trot. It uses Spinosaurus animations. So it looks a bit silly. Let me turn off the head turn because it's a little goofy. See if we can get across here. I think so. We can get across pretty easily. Look, it's the Spino animations. They look horrendous. I don't... What is this swim animation even from? Oh, it's probably Acros. It's Acros swim animation. That's why it looks so goofy. And all ambience is just gone now. The swim looks so goofy. Oh, there we go. I'm on land. Wow. Deinosuchus grab ability. Yeah, we've been thinking about letting Deinosuchus and maybe Amphi be able to drag dinosaurs under the water and drown them. Saurophaganax be stronger than Spino? Probably. See the big boy right here. He's so cool. I think Saurophaganax is gonna be amazing. I think it's gonna be amazing. Especially when it has its own environment in the Jurassic. This is the top dog. This is the T-Rex of the Jurassic, essentially, in regards to being the strongest carnivore in the Jurassic server. Like, there's not gonna be anything stronger than this guy. Also, just tell how big he is. Big Chungus. It just... I really want their own animations to be added soon, because it looks so silly using the Spinosaurus animations. It kind of ruins it for me almost. The new map will be very different. Very different, yes. How many Acros is equal to one Saurophaganax? Probably like 1.5 Acros. Remember, Saurophaganax is an apex, an actual apex. Acro is a pseudo apex. Dynamo be stronger than Saurophaganax? Probably not. Probably gonna be around the same strength. But Dynamo and Saurophaganax does not live together. Dynamo lives with much tougher carnivores. Dynamo either lives with Giga or with Rex, which are much stronger than Saurophaganax. Dynamo is definitely not a toddler compared to Giga and Rex, but it's not gonna be able to like 50-50 when we want it. It's gonna be extreme diff if Dynamo is gonna beat a... Okay, what's up with the well-being stats of Saurophaganax? 32 degrees! What is this bullshit? Who configured this? Who configured this? This is crazy. You need to stay in the water. I'm melting away. Maybe I should teleport somewhere else. Let's see. Let's just teleport to some random guy. I'm in the Broadleaf Forest. I teleported to a juvie stego. Yeah, the dual lab on Saurophaganax is pretty clean. Pretty cool. So cool. Did you also notice that the inside of the mouth is kind of blue? It's pretty cool. Pretty cool detail. Yes, you will lose your Torvo and get the equivalent amount you paid in Amber back. Everyone loses that dinosaur when we reset and then get the equivalent Amber. Why Sauro got more HP than Dynamo? This is Elder Saurophaganax. This is not adult. Elder Saurophaganax is larger than Dynamo. Because we have to reset the ownership of Torvo so you don't get an Apex for 400,000. So instead you get the refunded the same amount you spent in Amber. Which is completely fine as well. Because when you insta-buy a dinosaur, you technically just buy the amber for it, and then you use the amber directly to get the dinosaur. Thus, you technically just bought amber, and then use the amber to buy the dinosaur with. And you get refunded that amber that you spent the dinosaur with that you bought with Robux. That's how it works. Regardless if you grinded for the amber or you bought amber with Robux, you get it refunded. It was the same last time we reset Torvo. Yes, we have already reset it before. And when we reset Diplo. And yes, Torvo is going to be the Apex alongside Sarphagonax in Rise and Fall 2.0. Sora's stats are not final. They have not even been balanced yet. Right now they're just using acro stats, basically. Brachio's requirements will not be lowered. Yeah, masteries will not reset. Do not worry about that. It's only the ownership reset. The feet only look goofy because it's using Spino animations, so remember that. It'll look much better when it gets its own animations. You will not lose Torvo event skins. Only the amber ones get reset. Torvo will remain the same size. Amphi is about 85% complete, I'd say. Brachiosaurus is not playable yet with the remodel in game yet. It'll be a little while before it's playable in game. Of course, we're not adding Sarphagonax in YULE. Are you crazy? Amphi stronger than Pachyrhino. I think they'll be roughly around the same strength. Fossils remain on the dinosaur you allotted them to. I'll stop the stream in 14 minutes. So if you have any questions, some last minute questions, and please do ask about the YULE event, about development, anything, just ask. And I'll try and get to it. Envy is Robux, of course. You should already know that. That's because Torvo's been changed to be in an Apex. Stat changes aren't everything. It's all about environment. Cerrato could technically be an Apex if no larger carnivores than it lived where it's from. Zoro versus Stego. Stego's gonna whoop Sarphagonax. If you want to kill Stegos, use Torvo. As strong as Brachy, very strong. Think of a pedo, and then multiply it by 1.5, roughly. Then you have Brachy. So Sarphagonax will be rather slow, 22.5 kilometers an hour. Torvo reanimations at some point. Torvo will be getting an Elder. Yep, confirmed. Apato herd size can be increased if we encounter balance issues, but otherwise I don't think it needs to. 2 Apatos is still very, very tough. Mexico filter. Stego is now OP, and my opinion on prehistory, I don't have any opinion. I don't even know really what it's all about. Sarphagonax animations will be added soon indeed. Yes, you will have to rebuy Torvo. Diplo already was reset, so. So Fragonex is coming out in the Rise and Fall 2.0 update. Dynamo's Amber again, it'll be fairly low, like I think around 125. Belzebub for playable AI, yep, at some point. Acro lose Elder, yep, Acro will lose the Elder growth stage when Rise and Fall 2.0 comes out. There's no need for it to have an Elder growth stage at that point. I've already said my piece about Creatures of Sonaria before, you don't have to ask again. The Amber soft cap will not be taken away. It's there for balance reasons. The new map will definitely be better for carnivores, I think, because there will not be competition around every corner. Splitting the roster in 3 will also make it much easier to find packs and herds, making hunting easier. So yeah, I think the new map will be much better, and you will be able to smell live prey as well. Progress on a new map, I would say 10%, 15% maybe. Yeah. Rise and Fall 2.0, I suspect release in March or April. So yeah, it's still very far away, sadly. But it is what it is. Deinosuchus will not release with Rise and Fall 2.0, that's way too crazy. Apatto will not be social. More fictional dinosaurs, yeah, we'll add more fictional dinosaurs, but they will be mid-sized. We're not adding any more large fictional dinosaurs. Therizino Boreal skin, that would be nice. We were actually working on that, but yeah, something got in the way, I guess. The Elder Acros will not get anything in compensation. It will be told, congratulations for Eldering Acro. That was stupid. We'll get a message like that somewhere. So Sarfaganax beats Torvo in a 1v1. But Torvo can pack higher. Torvo pack size is 3, Sarfaganax pack size is 2. Apatto mains, I like Apatto as well. I'm gonna be a Brachy main as well, so I think I'm also in the club of being mildly insane. Yep, Dynamo will have a themed skin that resembles Garden Spinosaurus. Dynamo get an Apex skin? Nope, it will get a Zenith skin at some point. Diplos will not be able to bully Sarfaganax. Sarfaganax is a very dangerous opponent. Mack Truck Trampled gameplay style. What does that mean? Any ideas for the flight system? We haven't started working on that at all, so I cannot say anything about that. Goofy Gaff. Giga in the Giant Hunters update. We had Giga at the same time as we had Argentinosaurus or whatever other dinosaur we're choosing. I still lean towards Giga plus Argent. I don't like Dreadnoughtus. I don't like Carcharodontosaurus that much. I like Giga. I like Argentinosaurus. I don't know. You cannot really change my mind about that. Abo gets its TLC in Rise and Fall 2.0. Anki-fied Rex. Guess it has a big club on the end of its tail. It's probably gonna use it. Smaller crocs win? Not for a long time. We don't really need smaller crocs than Deinosuchus, considering Deinosuchus has a bunch of growth stages. Can someone mute? No, I'll just do it myself, that's easier. Spamming questions is not gonna make me answer them. It's all these sounds. So many corpses. Dynamo eats Amphi. Dynamo eats Amphi. Yeah, I want to make a fictional dino contest at some point. That would be fun. Dinosuchus will be released when it makes sense to release it. I cannot say that yet. How many Dynamo owners? Let me go check. Let me see how many people own Dynamo Titan. 4,227 people at least own Dynamo. That doesn't include Dynamos who have been gifted by other players. Edmonto is about, I think it was 14 tons at adult. Yeah, there's plans for adding a separate playable fish game pass. But we'll see when we have time to configure all that. Giant Hunters update, that's very far away, I cannot say. Sometime after Hell Creek and stuff like that. The next Lustrous skin, I don't know. I cannot say. Elder Game Pass, yep, that was denied. We're not adding Elder Game Pass dinosaurs. There are reanimations at some point, probably. I think we'd make some landing spots on the sauropods for Synopterus to land on. I think it'll look cool. Just, you know, landing on the top of the head of a Brachiosaurus and just going along for a ride. That would be pretty nice. I don't know about y'all, but I think that sounds cool. Giga versus Rex is gonna be fun. I'm not sure if we're gonna make them able to meet at all. But I mean, in Sandbox it's definitely gonna happen. Hell Creek is coming out maybe around summer 2024. Old model, as I said, it's a bit harder to handle the old models considering there's a bunch of things they don't have that are required for new models. And I cannot exactly just add those things. I added a part of the new map in Conifer just because it's fun. I think it looks cool as a small little Easter egg. You can go up there and hide away and look at some new assets. Rainforest Apado. I think that'll be a while. We don't really need that right now. Yeah, Ostro is getting a remodel. TLC. It's already received it actually. It's just not in game. Nah, Thero is very balanced right now, I think. Thero is amazing. I think we are set. We are not adding more dinosaurs to the Rise and Fall 2.0 roster for now. 2 minutes and then we're closing down the stream. Lost Rosipata. That's a bit crazy right now. Retro base skins. I think that would be interesting, adding more. I mean, we've already got the melanistic arbo plant and the garden dynamo plant. Death animation. We're not adding death animation. Are you crazy? Are you crazy, man? That's kind of bad. So, favorite game on Roblox besides Extinction? None. I may play other Roblox games sometimes, but most of them are pretty boring and just mainly to AFK in the background while I'm actually working on things. So. Crouching animation for Dynamo is going to be added soon, don't worry. Nanooksaurus, that's basically Thero. We're not adding another Thero. Triassic dinosaurs, maybe in a separate game mode. Have a good day to you too, not official. Dynamo is a terrestrial dinosaur. It doesn't need water. Alright boys, stream is over. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something new about the YULE event. I really hope we can pull it off and make a nice event this time around. Something that everyone is gonna find fun, immersive, and I hope that all the Dynamo and Amphi Game Pass owners are gonna be happy with their products. They have some waited for 2 years before they received them, so let's hope for the best. Let's see what happens. So see you later, guys. Take care.